DJI is back, and this time, they've brought something that could completely shift the way people fly, film, and create. The DJI Mini 5 Pro is here, and it's making waves before even hitting shelves. From early leaks and certification data, to images of prototypes in the wild, this new drone isn't just a step forward, it's a leap, especially for creators, travelers, and drone hobbyists. The Mini 5 Pro could be the next big revolution in the world of aerial content creation. Why is everyone suddenly talking about it? Because this drone might just change the game for ultralight drones. DJI has always been the leader when it comes to compact drones. Their Mini series has proven time and time again that small can still mean powerful. But the Mini 5 Pro, it's going beyond expectations. Let's break down what makes the DJI Mini 5 Pro such a big deal, starting with what makes it different. The Mini line from DJI has always been about balance. Keep the weight under 250 grams, and you skip a lot of the hassle in most countries. That means no registration, fewer restrictions, and more freedom to fly wherever and whenever. That's been a huge win for beginners, travelers, and even professionals who want a quick, legal way to capture shots. But until now, flying light came with compromises. Shorter battery life, weaker cameras, limited features. It always felt like you had to give something up. The Mini 5 Pro wants to change that. Let's start with the battery, one of the biggest pain points in previous Mini drones. Even the best versions in the past capped out at around 30 minutes of flight time, and that's in ideal conditions. But recent leaks suggest the Mini 5 Pro could come with a 4,680 mAh battery. That's a big jump and potentially up to 55 minutes of flight time. Just think about that. Nearly double the airtime of the previous generation. That means more shots, more chances, and far fewer interruptions. Whether you're filming a travel vlog, mapping a real estate site, or just exploring your neighborhood from above, you get more time in the sky, and less time landing and swapping batteries, and it gets better. DJI's 65W fast charging system, already used in other devices, will likely be supported. That means faster recharges between flights. You won't be sitting around waiting to get back in the air. You'll be flying more, creating more, and wasting less time. So, longer flights and faster charging. That's already a huge improvement. But DJI didn't stop there. Let's talk about the camera, the beating heart of any content creator's drone. The Mini 4 Pro already had a solid 1.3-inch sensor which delivered great results for its size. But the Mini 5 Pro is taking it to the next level. Leaks say we're getting a full 1-inch CMO sensor this time, and that's a massive upgrade. Here's why that matters. A larger sensor brings better low-light performance. That means sharper, cleaner footage even at dawn, dusk, or in shady areas. You won't have to worry about grainy video or blown-out highlights. Just smooth, detailed shots with better contrast and dynamic range. Next, it gives you richer colors. The footage you shoot will pop with deeper shadows, more lifelike tones, and a cinematic look that rivals professional drones. You'll also get better depth of field control, which makes your subjects stand out while the background blurs beautifully. That kind of polished footage is something creators are always chasing, and it doesn't stop at the sensor. The gimbal design has been overhauled. Leaked images show a new setup that looks more open and possibly allows for 360-degree rotation. What that means for creators is game-changing. You could go from vertical to horizontal mid-flight. You could pull off complex transitions and dynamic movements without needing fancy editing tricks or post-production effects. This kind of flexibility opens up a new world for shooting content made for TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, or even cinematic B-roll. And then there's stabilization. A redesigned gimbal usually means smoother shots, better wind resistance, and more precision. That's a big win, especially for people filming in tough conditions, like mountain trails or coastal cliffs where gusty winds can ruin your footage. But what good is all that power without safety? DJI seems to be taking obstacle avoidance more seriously than ever before in this category. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to include forward-facing infrared sensors that can detect objects up to 25 meters away. Combine that with a 60-degree field of view, and this drone suddenly becomes way more confident in tricky spots. Imagine weaving through trees, flying near buildings, or navigating a forest trail. These sensors can see danger before you do, and help you avoid it. This matters especially for newer pilots. Crashing a drone is expensive, but even more than that, it's discouraging. These smart sensors give you more freedom to experiment and learn while keeping your gear safe. And speaking of flying, let's talk about the motors and performance. The Mini 5 Pro might be the first in the series to feature ventilated motors. That's a technical term, but here's what it really means: cooler, more powerful, more reliable. These motors help prevent overheating during longer flights, especially in hot environments. They also give the drone stronger resistance to wind, which is a huge deal if you're flying in challenging weather or elevated terrain. More power means better responsiveness. It means tighter turns, faster climbs, and more stable hovers. What if this adds up to a drone that's ready for real-world use, not just flying in a quiet park on a calm day? DJI knows that creators go to all kinds of places, and the Mini 5 Pro looks like it's built to handle them. But wait, it doesn't end with flight time and motors. This drone is packed with creator-focused features. One of the smartest additions, it might be internal storage. The Mini 5 Pro is rumored to include 32 gigabytes of built-in memory. That might not sound like much, but it could save your project. If you forget your SD card or it fails during a flight, you can still capture essential shots. It's like a safety net for your footage. And once you're done shooting, DJI is making sure it's easy to transfer your footage fast. The Mini 5 Pro is expected to support high-speed data transfer, letting you move videos directly to your phone or laptop without a hassle. That's perfect for editing on the go, sharing clips quickly, or backing up your files before the next take. Of course, it still keeps the foldable design DJI Mini drones are famous for. It's compact, lightweight, and travel-friendly. You can toss it in a backpack, carry it on a hike, or bring it along for your next adventure without a second thought. No heavy gear, no bulky cases, just a powerful tool in a tiny package. But perhaps one of the most exciting things, modularity. Leaks suggest that DJI is working on custom accessories for the Mini 5 Pro. Think clip-on ND filters for better exposure control, extra guards for flying indoors or close to objects, maybe even a mic attachment for syncing audio. This kind of modularity means you can build a drone setup that's perfect for your style, whether that's quick Instagram reels, cinematic travel montages, or fast-paced action vlogs. And then we have range and live transmission, something most users overlook, but it's a key part of the experience. The DJI Mini 5 Pro is expected to support OcuSync 4.0, DJI's top-tier transmission, a system that gives it a control range of up to 20 kilometers with a 1080p live feed. But more important than the distance is the low latency. It means you're not watching delayed footage. You're seeing exactly what your drone sees in real time. That's crucial when you're framing shots, tracking a subject, or filming fast action. You don't need to guess anymore. You just fly and shoot with confidence. The Mini 5 Pro may also support advanced gear like the DJI RC2 controller, the new motion controller, and even DJI's Goggles 3 for immersive FPV flying that brings in a whole new level of control and fun, especially for those who love feeling like they're inside the drone. And the best part is, you still get the safety and stability DJI is known for. No weird firmware or cheap parts like in some knockoff brands. Taken together, all of these upgrades, the battery, the camera, the gimbal, the safety features, the internal storage, the modular accessories, and the control options, paint a clear picture. DJI isn't just refreshing the Mini line, they're redefining it. With the Mini 5 Pro, we're not talking about a toy or a beginner drone anymore. We're talking about a serious content creation tool, one that happens to be lightweight, foldable, and legal to fly without extra paperwork in most countries. It gives solo creators more power, it gives travelers more freedom, and it gives professionals more flexibility in the skies. And that's only half the story. Because while all of this sounds amazing, there's still one huge question left. How does it compare to the competition? Is it really worth the price? Are there any weaknesses? And what do DJI's rivals like Outel, Skydio, or even upcoming budget brands have to say about it?